What's up, you friggin' geniuses? So, in this video, you're gonna get a little smarter because I'm gonna teach you how to simplify integer expressions using the order of operations. And in case you need a little refresher on the order of operations, I'll link a video to that in the card above. But if you're good, let's get into this first example. -5 plus 3, and in parentheses, we're gonna put -2 plus 7. So, how would you simplify this bad boy right here? Well, in case you don't remember what the order of operations is, I'll put it right here, okay? So an easy acronym to remember for this is PEMDAS, okay? P-E-M-D-A-S, PEMDAS. Now, what does PEMDAS stand for? Parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, and then addition or subtraction. Okay, so when you're working through a problem, you basically just start at the top and work your way down, okay? So we're gonna start at the top. Parentheses. Do I have any parentheses in my problem? Well, yes, I do. I have some parentheses right here. So that means that's where I'm gonna start. So let's simplify what's inside of our parentheses, which is this -2 plus 7. So what is -2 plus 7? Well, that would be positive 5, okay? And then let's bring down our parentheses. And also let's bring down the rest of our problem right here. So this -5 plus 3. Now, can I simplify my parentheses here anymore? Well, I just have the number 5 in there, right? So that's as simplified as that can get. It's just the number 5. So that means now we can drop our parentheses. Okay, but we can't just leave it like this, right? What am I gonna put between this 3 and 5 here? Well, let's go back up to the top really quick. Whenever you have a number sitting next to a set of parentheses like this always means multiply, okay? So we're still multiplying here. Okay, so what part am I going to solve next? Well, let's go back to our order of operations. So we finished parentheses, right? So next we have exponents. Do we have any exponents in our problem here? No. Okay, so let's cross that off too. Let's go to the next one. Now we have multiplication or division. Do we have any multiplication or division here? Well, sure we do, right? We have multiplication right there. So that's the part we're going to do next. So what is 3 times 5? That's just 15. And then let's bring down the rest of our problem here, this -5 plus. Okay, so now all we're left with is -5 plus 15. What does that simplify to? Positive 10. So that'd be your answer. Let's do another one. So here we have -5, and then in parentheses, 4 plus 1, and then plus 2 at the end. And remember, whenever you have a number sitting next to a set of parentheses like this always means multiply, okay? Now let's go to the order of operations. We always start at the top, which is always parentheses, okay? So do we have any parentheses in this problem? Yes, we do, right? So let's simplify what's inside of our parentheses. So here we just have 4 plus 1, which just simplifies to 5. Okay, and then I'll bring down my parentheses. I'll bring down this -5, and then this plus 2. Okay, now what am I going to do next? Well, can I simplify what's inside of my parentheses anymore? No, it's just the number 5, right? That's as simple as it can get. So I could drop them if I wanted to, but this time I'm just going to keep them because now all I'm left with is -5 times 5 plus 2, right? So which part am I going to solve first? Well, according to the order of operations, multiplication comes before addition, right? So I'm going to do this multiplication right here. So what is -5 times 5? That would be -25, right? Because 5 times 5 is 25, and then a negative times a positive is a negative. Okay, so I took care of the multiplication, so now I'll bring down this plus 2 right here, so plus 2. So now I'm just left with -25 plus 2, which simplifies to -23. Okay, so that would be your answer. All right, let's do one more. Okay, so now for this problem, we have 10 minus 7, and then in parentheses, we have -3 minus 2. So where do we start? Well, let's go to the order of operations. It says we always start with parentheses, right? So since we have parentheses in this problem, let's simplify what's inside of the parentheses first. So what is negative 3 minus 2? That would be negative 5. Okay, so now let's bring down our parentheses again, and then we'll bring down this part too, the 10 minus 7. Okay, so can I simplify what's inside of my parentheses anymore? No, it's just a number. It's just the number negative 5. So we're done simplifying our parentheses. Boom. Next we have exponents, but we can see we have no exponents here. So now we go to multiplication or division. Do we have multiplication or division in this problem? Well, we have multiplication, right? This 7 times negative 5. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. So what is 7 times negative 5? Well, 7 times 5 is 35, right? And then a positive times a negative is a negative. So it's negative 35. Also, I just want to point out one thing really quick. This 7 right here is not negative 7. It's a positive 7. How do I know that? Well, let me just rewrite this part right here. This 10 minus 7. This is a positive 10 and this is a positive 7. Okay, I'm just subtracting the two. If this 7 was negative, I would have wrote it and you would have seen it as 10 minus negative 7. Okay, so for that reason, we normally write parentheses around our negative numbers. So we don't confuse negative numbers with minus signs. So again, that's why I said this was positive 7 times negative 5. So a positive times a negative is a negative. Okay, so I simplified my multiplication, so now let's bring the rest of our problem down, which is this 10 minus part. So 10 minus negative 35. And since this is a negative sign, I'm going to put this in parentheses. Okay, so now I'm left with 10 minus negative 35. What is that? Well, a minus sign and a negative sign always make a plus sign. Okay, so this would actually simplify to 10 plus 35. And what's 10 plus 35? 45. Okay, so that'd be your answer. All right, guys, so that's how you simplify integer expressions using the order of operations. I hope the video was helpful. If it was, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. It's always appreciated. And if you still got any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try and help you out. Also, there's a playlist attached at the end of the video, so if there's any other topics you need help with, definitely go check that out, and I'll see you there.